Hi. Yeah, so tonight I thought I might just tell a joke. Closer, further.
Closer.
No, it's scary. Okay, thank you. This close. Okay. A man and a woman walk into a bar. The bartender says, "What will it be?" "Love," says the woman. "Make that two," says the man. A moment later, the bartender asks, "Another round?" "Marriage," says the woman. "Okay," says the man. "Marriage for me too." Then the bartender says, "Last call." The woman panics. "Babies," she says. "Check, please," says the man. The man and the woman fall in love and get married. Years later, the woman says, "I want babies." The man says, "What? I thought you were joking." An American divorcee moves to Amsterdam. "Watch out for the tram tracks," they tell her, but she doesn't know what they mean. Then one night, sure enough, she bikes home drunk and her bike wheel gets caught in the tram tracks. She falls and chips part of her front tooth. Well, now how is she going to get remarried if she's missing part of her front tooth? An American divorcee visits a Dutch dentist. He needs to perform root canal. "Do you want Novocaine?" he asks. Yeah, that was the punchline. Maybe I didn't tell it right. This American woman says, "Hi, how are you?" to the cashier when she buys a movie ticket. Just one ticket because she's still divorced. Or maybe now she's single. How long do you have to wait before divorce to become single again? Anyway, the cashier says, "You're American, aren't you?" And the woman says, "How do you know?" And the cashier says, "Because you said, 'How are you?' We don't do that here." An American woman and a Dutch man walk into a bar. He orders them a bottle of the house wine, which is cheap, but at least it's served ice cold. He tells her a joke about a ship that sends a distress call to the German Coast Guard. "We're sinking, we're sinking!" To which the German Coast Guard responds, "What are you sinking about?" She laughs, even though she's heard it before. It's a popular joke on the dating circuit. She thinks about her American husband, the joke he told her on their first date. "But first, mafamba." Sometimes, when she bikes home late at night, when misty twilight hovers over the canals, she'll think, "But first, mafamba," and laugh out loud to herself. She briefly considers calling her husband when she gets home. It will only be 6 p.m. his time, to tell him how much she misses him. But then she washes away the thought with a glass of cheap wine. Then another. The next morning, she wakes up with a hangover, and maybe a couple of other regrets. On their next date, the Dutch man takes the American woman to a fancy restaurant. They order a really expensive bottle of wine from France. His family has a house in the Loire Valley. He can speak French fluently. He's more attractive than she remembered. The next morning, no sign of a hangover. But a month later, she skips her period. Not like it was a choice or anything. More like the period skipped her. An American woman and a Dutch man walk into an apartment. He loves that the bathroom is so spacious. But she thinks it's weird that there's no toilet. "I guess 2 out of 3 S's ain't bad," she says, right in front of the real estate agent. It's okay, they don't get it. The American woman, now 7 months pregnant, is desperately craving pizza. So the Dutch man takes her to Naples. The taxi driver doesn't rip them off. The line for pizza at Da Michele is supposed to take 2 hours, but it only takes them an hour and a half. So all things considered, this is a very successful trip. On the last day, the American woman wakes up early to take a walk. When she returns, the hotel clerk says, "Your husband is waiting for you in the breakfast room." She's confused. How does her husband know she's in Naples? An American woman and a Dutch man walk into a hospital. 9 hours later, a baby boy is born. The American woman wonders what it'll be like to raise a Dutch boy. What if he grows up and he always wants to split the check? Or fart in bed and hold someone's head under the sheets? An American mother, a British mother, and a French mother walk into an expat baby playgroup. They spend the first 5 minutes, as they always do, congratulating themselves on picking the very best city to raise children. Because bicycles, because English, because summers in Tuscany, because a weekend in Paris, although no one really likes Paris. Because a progressive healthcare system and a slightly less progressive maternity leave. Because it's so easy, isn't it? Look how easy it is. And it's fun, right? All right, ladies, what should we sing first? Wheels on the Bus? If you're happy and you know it? The American mother claps her hands. She stomps her feet. She yells hooray. But here's the thing. The American mother hates the fact that she always has to explain the punchline to her jokes. The 3 S's, they stand for shit, shower, and shave. And when you fart in bed and hold someone's head under the covers, it's called a Dutch oven. Get it? And lately, the American mother has started buying 2 bottles of wine, but she hides one, so there's only 1 bottle in the refrigerator at any given time. And the Dutch man will only suspect her of drinking half as much, which is still a lot. And sometimes, when the American mother stares at her sleeping Dutch baby boy, she wonders if the terror that rises up inside her chest is the thing that other people call love.